God, guys, the city is so cool. It's so fucking cool, guys. Exploding 35, thanks for the follow. No sneak peek just yet, guys. Actually, you know what? Maybe, yeah, we'll do a little sneak peek. A little tiny one. Actually, no. It'll be very soon. Which setting is this? I'm sorry. Wait, what setting? What setting is this? Hey, what setting did he say? I was trying to. Safety. Is this in VRChat or in the? Oh, okay. Performance option, advanced graphics, and turn that off. Oh, that helps. That helps so much. Ooh. Ooh, it does. I see. Maybe I'll go to ×2. Wow, disabling the camera helped a lot too. Sorry guys, I left the mic on for that. Trying to figure out all this shit. Just like all these, the VR update really messed everything up. What's time? Morning, Serapith.
Good morning.
How did you sleep?
My eyes definitely closed once or twice.
There's much to do today.
And you?
There's no time to sleep. Not with all the goings on around the capital.
You're going to get bags under your eyes if you don't sleep.
Perhaps. Such is the price that we pay. I'm quite hungry. Would you mind fetching us something to eat?
Sure, anything in particular you would like?
Actually, perhaps we should wait, see what's on the menu.
I prefer not to go by myself.
Of course. Actually, Nah, I won't reduce the guard to, delivery duty.
He's not doing much else.
No. Best he stays here. How are your lessons going?
I keep getting stuck on the words that are more than 3 syllables. Just too much.
It is understandable.
The lessons are helping.
Good. I'm glad to see you are catching on to things. It's important to have this skill, under your belt, so to say. Here.
I miss my old skills.
I'll have plenty of time to use those skills in due time. Now, let's see.
I don't like my handwriting. What's the point of writing things down when you can just say them?
There's plenty of uses. And in fact, Imperial spies are well known to write things down and send them back in missives. If we were to intercept one, or if somehow you would come in contact with it, it'd be helpful for you to be able to read it without compromising yourself.
And what if I get in trouble for being able to read it? Then what?
You won't. You are a servant to the, well, one of the head scholars of Adwick. You are expected to be able to read.
Don't see why it makes you better. Just
It's not about
smudges
being...
on paper.
It's not about being better. You're doing quite well. Your cursive could use a bit work,
It's
but...
annoying. Don't like it when I mess it up. Wish you could erase it somehow.
If only. That is why penmanship is important. Best you get it right on the first try, so you don't have to keep scratching it out and forming new documents. Waste of parchment, waste of
As
money.
you're talking, Myrindal, you realize that the sunlight is now coming almost fully through the windows. The scholars that went to court should have been back by now. You can only assume some new trauma has occurred to make the old men squabble.
The others will be back by now. Can't stand those dreary court proceedings. All they ever talk about is meeting this... They schedule a meeting, right? Only to talk about scheduling another meeting. It's absurd.
I don't understand humans and their politics, but it's not my place.
All right.
They should have been back by now, no?
Indeed. I assume we will
Suppose
hear
sun up.
all about whatever it is they talked about.
One thing I will say, we always do have something to do here. At least we're not bored. You aren't. You like this
Indeed.
writing and pretending.
Yes, well. Forglith has been good to me. He's been good to you as well.
Ghost now.
Right. Haven't seen him since, well, you know.
Since we arrived.
Exactly. Nor King Gavis for that matter, but I'm sure he is far too busy to deal with the petty ramblings of a scholar.
Obviously.
Yes, people do that for him. Yes. Quite good.
It's so stuffy in here.
Master Thesalor, I did not think that you were here. What do you mean, all right there? I work here in Beckle.
I take it the meeting went well?
Went well as it could. All of them were arguing about the same thing every single day. Do we send more people east? What the Empire is doing? All this jibber-jabber. None of it matters. We can't do anything about it anyway. And the court bothering itself with rumours. Talk of the East has fallen, and survivors from Ledford are back here in the capital, and Lord Godfrey is supposed to be headed west. Nothing I can be bothered with. I need to focus on my work. In fact, where is that bloody scribe?
Wait, you said survivors from Ledford? Damn.
They must be confused.
Hold on. Let me see here. Gods.
What?
In light of recent events, Lord Commander Rallet has been sent east. Talks of...
Commander.
Yes. On top of that, something about a Lord Falgrith. Not advisor.
Seems we weren't the only ones that got an upgrade. Maybe that guy hasn't been around.
Indeed, busy with lordly duties. Congratulations to him. He has certainly earned his station.
Those rumors are concerning.
Indeed.
Maybe
Survivors.
the people who fled from the surface. They got away. Maybe they...
I don't
fled
think
with
so.
the rest or something.
If they had, they would have...
What if they're talking about Rallet? What if...
Rallet was down there with them. It means he...
I will have to wait till nightfall. But I can go have a look around.
Right.
That's not possible.
Anything's
must be a
possible,
mistake.
Serapith.
You know how many many drunken people have murmured about things that have gotten us scared for the last months. So, all the time.
Guardsman, could you leave us for a moment?
Salt.
You know the rules. Head scribe Myrindal, I have to stay.
Just right outside of the door, please. I'd like to address my servant in private.
I can't. You know the rules.
Can't? What do you mean you can't?
I have my orders.
Mm-hmm. Let's go for a... Quite an interesting, yes, a walk.
I wouldn't go out on the streets. Everyone's all in a tizzy.
Of course.
Ever since this meeting, I know the king is young, but he is stirring up so many worries with what he says unrestricted in court, and it makes our job harder because everyone wants the scholars to give an answer on things we don't know anything about.
Unrestricted, like...
We all know that the West is aware of this. We are aware of this. The East is gone. Our best bet is to capitulate or offer peace terms.
Well, you know we can't do that.
Everyone wants to fight and kill, and there's gonna be nobody left to read the fucking books.
Well... I, for one, don't want to be burned at the stake. I'm sure you don't want to be a slave.
No, I suppose. No, I don't think that would fit me. I'm too old to be useful anywhere. Will tell you this, though. Leave us a moment, won't you?
I have my orders to protect him. I can't leave him.
Do I look like I pose a threat?
You wouldn't even let me talk to my servant alone earlier.
5 minutes.
Oh, we have a timer as well.
God. Not really something I would say out in the open, but apparently most of the scholars are going to get pulled away to do something for the Lord Advisor. What's his name? Came from the east.
Fulgrith?
F. Yes. Lord Fulgrith is pulling most of the scholars to work on something. I don't know what it is, but in the meantime, Master Thesalor, you will be in charge. Myself and the other head scholars will be stepping away for some time.
I see.
To make things very clear, don't let anybody that should not be in the archives. Not that these peasants would take books, but they might take a copy of some of our history and use it to wipe their arse. I'd rather not risk it.
Of course. Rest assured, the archives are in good hands.
Good. Very good. I need to go back out and trying to get back to the keep without having to hear about rabble-rousers and big stomping bots. What the
Walk safe, sir.
Did he say stomping bots?
Stomping bots.
Bot. Believe that is an ancient term. Comes from the old kingdom of Morgodrad. I believe it was shorthand for a warforged.
You don't think?
Well, if all the rumors are true, and I have no reason to doubt them.
Fuck. Maybe we're just being crazy.
No, I don't think we are.
How?
Think. A Dryad. It has to be.
Ogre did say she had a means. Fuck.
It's all right. We'll simply tell them. Given our circumstances, we had to
Kept secrets
comply.
from them the entire time. I can keep doing it.
Exactly. As long as we make a good show of capitulating, as if we were forced with no other choice. After all, the Dryad is quite powerful.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
so is Tang. I'd rather not be on his bad side.
No, but if we can convince him that we knew all along.
They're even here. The city's gigantic. We could... There's obviously other warforged out there. And we weren't the only people in Ledford. They could be getting confused with Dunstead.
All I am saying is we should be prepared for the worst.
I will look around tonight. I'll dress down. So they won't be able to tell who I am.
Very good. Let us get some food and then mull it over.
Yes.
Godspeed.
I need one of you boys to stay here, one of them with me.
I'll come with you.
Alright. Scribes in your good hands, Corporal, don't let me down. Hey.
Where exactly could we get some good food? Where someone a little more quiet?
Don't ask me. Keep my head down when I walk around.
Good day, sir.
Good morning.
Bertel, do you know where I can get a bite to eat? Somewhere quiet, I'd like
Bite to eat?
think.
Well, there's a number of places down in the district, market district. Over by the tents and such, you'll find a tavern. I can't guarantee it'll be quiet, but it's something.
I see. Serevith. One of you guards. Go with her. Serevith, bring us back some food and keep an eye out around the town. And let me know what you find.
Keep an eye on her, Private.
Can do.
You can take me to the tavern, yes?
Believe so. Yes.
Know your way, just down the street. Near the entrance.
If you're not back in 10 minutes or so, we will come searching for you.
You seem quite cautious for someone so heavily guarded.
Cautious. I prefer not to stray away from the archives if I can help it. After all, there's so much work to be done. That said, I would like to stretch my legs in peace a bit. Locked. What?
I just saw a ghost.
Scholar, where's my guardsman?
A ghost? What do you
We
mean?
went to go pick up the food. It's a little chilly, isn't it?
It certainly is. Shall we go inside?
Yes.
Corporal, do me a favor, keep an eye on this thing. I have to go get our private who's decided to do a wonder.
Guards are awfully cautious
So they're
today.
reacting. I went to walk out from under the archway, and I saw a man sitting. Blue shirt, grey pants, grey hair.
No.
I only saw him for a moment, so I could just be freaking out because of what we heard earlier, but it looked just like... Could be confused, the sun was in my eyes. But I sent the guard to get our food and water, so...
Very well.
Seems we should not leave without a bit of protection to our identities.
Indeed.
Unless you want to see them. Get it over with.
Yes, however, I don't feel like he's a good one to start with. But if he is here, that means there must be others.
Must mean Kyler's here.
You're right.
FYI, Ariana, I broke real quick. I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
God, I want to go look around, but I'm scared I'm gonna have my head chopped off.
Yes. None of them could take on any of the professionally trained Ireland soldiers. Not even on, so...
True, but they see us parading around dressed like this. What do you think they're gonna think?
Exactly. This is all going to be about perspective. Part of me wants to hold a meeting. Get as many of them in here as we can and adjust them all at once. Another part of me thinks I'll just lead to a horrible, horrible mob mentality. It's probably best to
Get massacred.
quietly address this with a few individuals at a time. Have someone that we know can spread our story, who we can trust will do a good job. Any of the survivors, do you recall? Who held sway with the others?
They're all dead.
Or they are on. Wait,
There's Kyler.
there is Kyler. The only one that could convince on would be Kyler. But I feel like the reverse is equally true. He blames me, you know.
You can
Yes.
go back now, Private.
I'm sure he does. It is quite painted in the way that it is your fault.
By his hand, I understand that some of my actions in the past were reckless. But you'll have to recall, while I was, yes, very excited to go to Badaria to learn the secrets that were there to learn, in the end we went for the Dryad. We went because her home was under attack. And the mission into the mines, the one where we lost 2 of our friends. It was an ultimatum from Fulgrith. How could they expect me to? I even actually tried. Not to go. To have it called off. It would have been my head. Oh, knows this. But he's the kind of person that needs a target. Needs someone to be at blame, at fault. And if it's not me, then who?
Is it bad to say that I'm not completely upset that they're here? If they are.
Yeah, I think. Pardon me.
Oriana, where did you head to?
Raspy voice, you know.
Of course.
Further inside, if you just kind of head straight back, I can head back a little bit and check on you. Just stay nearby the building. Oh, I see. Look to your right.
God, I hate being stuck in here like fucking cattle.
Yes, and Sarah. I know the prospect of Kyla and perhaps even Cade being back was probably a relief to you, or at least a source of excitement. But
You mistake for someone who is monogamous. I don't particularly care that either of them are okay. It's not like a ranked system. Oh, my number one's back.
that's not what I was getting at. What I'm saying is...
It sounded like it.
What I am saying is, don't lose sight of the bigger picture. You're the only one I can trust
They could be useful.
in this entire... Of course they could be useful. Of course. I'm sure they will be.
It's alright. I know where my loyalties should be.
Should be, hmm?
You read too much into everything, scholar.
Well, it is my job, after all. Just want you to stay safe is all.
You don't have to worry about me. Adwick is one big jungle gym. I get to climb all over it. Now I just have some obstacles to learn how to get around. Maybe even rekindle. Kyla could be of a lot more useful than most of the others.
Yes,
Especially in a place like this with everything that's going on.
I agree.
I think I might be behind some of them. I'll look there next when I go out. There's fighting pits. The poor district.
How about this? If you go about and people see you, of course they will assume that I am here as well. Or they will try to confront you and see your side of the story. I do not think anyone there openly wishes you harm. But I'm sure they do for me. They do not understand what I did or why I did
You
it.
need to walk out there right now.
Well, not the worst idea. I know the way that you wield your
Should I
words.
go get our food? Fucker hasn't even come back yet. Oh.
Yes,
I'll
I
be
could
fine.
send you with another.
So I'd be walking around waiting for a hammer to go down into your skull. At least I can dodge that.
Well, I won't be going
Plus,
out
if they
quite
see
yet.
me like this,
Talk to them.
this fucking mess. I know exactly how I'm gonna handle this.
Oh, enlighten
Will
me.
coincide with yours. I'm going to play the hurt puppy. I couldn't do anything. I'm a slave. Blah blah blah.
Of
It's
course.
exhausting, but it has to be done.
Well, you are quite the actress.
I'm
Something
a
I've...
actress.
This is one of the things I've grown to appreciate about you.
Even though I could be using it against you.
I am immune to your charms.
Okay, Mirren, whatever you say.
Guardsmen, have another
Myself
escort.
killed.
No, have another guard escort her. The other guard is taking too long to get our food.
Very well.
Ah,
Oh,
well.
there you are.
As he said.
Right on time.
That.
Right here, you would not believe the line that they had at the tavern. But there you are.
I'm gonna go fetch us some ale then. Thank you for getting our food.
Very good.
Of course.
And of course, have a guardsman escort her.
Very private. Actually, let Corporal, if he's out there.
All right. Yeah.
Let him stretch his legs.
Another exciting day guarding the archives, eh?
As always, Scholar.
Hmm.
As always. Another day of moping about in the archive, huh?
I don't have time for drudgery and niceties. I have a job to do, after all. Ah, if it isn't the scribe.
Scholar.
How do you fare today?
Terrible. Everything's too fucking bright. I'm above ground. Rather be back home.
Of course.
You know where we keep... Do you know where we keep the fucking book? Well, I need a map to Vernfolder of a path. Some fucker in the streets asking about it. And we got any books on Silverreach?
Books on what?
A place called Silverreach.
Silverreach. Not sure. As for the map, he wants a map with a certain location, you said?
Map for the path to Vernfolder.
Interesting. Who is this man that you met in the street?
Woman. Didn't catch her name, didn't fucking care.
What did she look like?
Like a human.
Details, color of clothing, type of clothing, hair, height.
Dark colored clothing. Didn't take note beyond that, really. They just asked if we had one.
I see.
I ain't giving it to them.
Well, while you're searching, do keep in mind that we...
They were in the port district. They couldn't fucking afford it, but they just asked if we had one.
Well, unless they are paying customers, we have no reason to afford them any information about what's in here. Keep in mind, we are dealing with an active Imperial invasion. We do not know who or
that's true.
Why anyone would be here. It's best to assume that they are just a spy.
Overheard some people talk. There's a big metal thing outside talking about Silverreach, though. Wanna know what the fuck that's up about?
Big metal thing.
Aye.
And this big metal thing.
Taller than you.
Did the big metal thing have a name?
Didn't overhear it, but it made weird noises when it walked.
I see. Did it have any markings
I
or?
actually saw that big metal thing that you were talking about. I saw it in the market district when I was telling off my private. He was talking to some other boy, drow or something that was in the town. Surprised he got in.
I said it came from Silver. Just want to see if more of them are over there.
The metal thing came from Silverreach and wants to know if there are more?
I want to know if there are more.
I see. Could be.
Personal research, as it were.
Is that so? Well, you dwarves are quite studious.
Ones that choose to be, I suppose.
Hmm.
Take a whole day to research this.
Did they pay you?
Oh,
Or is this your
thing or,
personal?
person? This would be personal, aye.
I see. Very well. As long as you keep in mind that unless they are paying, there's no information to leave. And on top of that,
Aye.
make sure you get their names. We don't want to give out
Alright.
things to strangers even if they do pay well.
Alright. Next time I see the broad, I'll tell her to fuck off.
Bro, thank you for the 24 months, dude. That's 2 years. Holy shit, bro. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it so far. We got Lord Falgrith. Hey.
I never see you leave this fucking place.
Thank you for the disability money. Appreciate it.
Sleep here or something.
I have a room. There's just far too much to do in a day.
Surprisingly, I agree.
Got to talk to them about these desks. They're far too blocky. They impede my reach. Perhaps we can get you a booster seat. Only a jest.
Sharpening knife here as soon as we get you fucking. Well, it seems we've already got a replacement.
A replacement, eh?
Can see corporate from here.
Yes. A lesson I had to learn, unfortunately. But a lesson I don't intend on learning again.
And I was thinking it was you trying to blend in with humans and regretting it.
Hello again, Serevith. How did your trip go?
Bunch of familiar faces in the tavern. Arn, Kyla, Tang, Baylor.
So it's true then. There really are survivors from Ledford.
They're all fucking here, aren't they? All of them. Fulgrith, actually, they all but something.
Yes.
What are we going to do?
Talk to them. We have to. Did they see you?
I hope not. But I walked right in front of them. Arn was staring right at me.
Then they've seen you. You didn't try to talk to them?
Of course not. I was on business. One job. Get ale.
That's unfortunate.
We'll try when the night comes.
I'll do research when these two aren't here talking.
Nightfall is going to be...
They're gonna fucking kill us.
That's why I was hoping we could talk to them.
Yeah, I'll just walk up to the table with my ex and his father that I killed. Say hello!
You had nothing to do with it,
How's it
Seraph.
going?
You were forced, remember?
Then I guess I should go wait outside the tavern then. Are you coming with me? Or should I bring someone here?
As much as I would love to leave currently.
If you're worried about your safety, don't worry, our boys will be able to protect you, both of us. It's my singular duty to keep you protected, and anyone tries anything, we'll cut them down.
If Arn is present, it's going to be a hell of a lot harder to convince them of anything. He's bullheaded as they come.
Agreed. I hate this fucking dress. It's a fucking sting.
Perhaps we could summon some of them here and talk to them.
I think that's a good idea.
Who do you think? Kyla? And only
I
Kyla.
could probably handle Kyla tonight.
Yes, that's likely a good idea.
One-on-one will be easier.
Did you see Cade?
No.
Hmm.
I didn't really look around much. I went straight to the cabin. Walked in, they're sitting in the corner.
If they're all alive...
They look worse for wear.
If they are alive, that means the Dryad might be around. Go out with another guard, see if you can find any trace of her. And if you find her,
Should I
summon her here.
change, maybe?
Not a bad idea, I suppose, though during the daytime walking around in that shroud that you wear is a bit conspicuous. Besides, you ought
I'll go
to
take a walk around.
summon them here. Might as well do it officially.
Baylor would be a good choice as well. He's by himself right now. Maybe you and Tang might listen.
If you can talk to Tang and convince him not to kill me, sure.
I think I can. It's just a matter of getting alone.
Right.
What's my official business so I can tell the summoning?
You're summoning someone for me. That is your official business.
In the room?
Yes, bring them to that room. Don't bring them back into the archives. And do find me once
Alright.
you have returned. That way I know that you were successful. And so we can prepare.
Yes.
Are you really worried about your safety, miss?
Of course, go with the
Both of my
guard.
boys with you.
Draws more attention
well.
around me, to be honest.
That woman. We gotta play it very cautious, chat. We gotta play it very cautiously in the beginning. Your dog bit your nose. No. Oh yeah, Serapith is like one of the most. She's a character I love to hate as well, or at least in first season, you know. Oh, PTSD bite. Oh, worst nose is still. Worst news nose is still there. Damn. Murder everyone. The end. Yeah, I don't want to die 30 minutes into the session for sure. We have a hard roll ahead of us, chat. Is she being tended
Hope you
to?
don't mind, but we are gonna have to. She's being tended to, and then once the boy comes in, or whoever you're bringing, we'll search them, and then they stay at the bottom of them stairs.
Of course.
You can talk to them over the banister, for your own safety, sir. And for hers.
Sure. So if you have searched them, I'd like to speak to them on an eye level. No reason to try and tote any authority when I'm trying to build rapport.
Alright, well, just don't bring them up them stairs, alright? You can go talk to them down there. Actually, those stairs are off.
If I want to bring anyone in here, I will. Other than that, I do not plan to bring any unauthorized personnel back here. And if it is under my word, then they are authorized. Do not concern yourself so much with what I do, just with my safety.
Well, that's what I have to do, unfortunately. I need to make sure you're safe, and if someone's up here, without my knowing, or if they're a potential danger to you, considering how much you're talking about over there, how you got people watching your back.
And I would also prefer if you did not
safe,
eavesdrop on my conversations.
I'll eavesdropping, sir, if you're talking so loud about it. Small room. Not that I can hear you whispering, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, lad, I don't mean any disrespect here. I'm just trying to do my job.
Of course. But if it is me and my servant, I expect that we be left alone when we are requesting so. If a woman in chains can best me, with no weapon, and escape this room in chains without your knowledge, well then, perhaps I did not deserve to be protected anyway.
There's windows for a reason, Myrindal. On top of that, you never know what you can add under that dress.
That is Master Thesalor to you. And I have known her for 6 months now. She is the closest thing to... She is the only one that I trust. For good reason. She is well trained.
I'll double check with my chain of command just to make sure, but I can't promise you anything.
Mm-hmm. Do so. That's Master Thesalor to you.
You know, you're an interesting pair. Thought elves and drow were meant to hate each other.
Typically they do.
Got an unlikely friend.
She is my servant, and nothing more. Please do not misunderstand the situation. I trust her, it does not make her my friend.
I will, scholar. It's as you say.
I know, right? Semi-evil mirror antagonist arc, baby. Poor Kraken having to fucking type in ones and zeros because your keyboard. Godsman, do you spend much time outside the archive walls?
Only when you go out, lad.
So then not much.
Exactly. Before I was stationed here, yes.
I see. Any interesting sights I should keep an eye out for? I plan to do a small tour of the city eventually.
For your sake, I'd stick around here in the noble district, but anyway, market's a bit iffy for you, I'd probably say, as well as the tavern. Although you should be alright, we have guards galore on the place. But the poor district, I suggest you stay away from that.
I see.
Outside the walls, well, I don't know what a scholar would be doing much outside the walls except for maintenance, but I suppose it's alright if you got a protection. Our boys on the wall would be able to shoot anything down that gets near you.
Of course. The last thing Mirren wants is another guard that he can't control, that doesn't like listen to his orders. Because with Rinwall, even though Rinwall was like,
you don't have to stay in here all day. You can wait out there. Seats out there.
That's quite all right. I'll head out when I'm good and ready. Don't you worry.
All right. Suit yourself.
But yeah, so Sergeant Rinwall was a watchdog, essentially. He didn't really follow Mirren's commands. He was there to make sure that Mirren didn't get attacked and killed, and to make sure that he wasn't a traitor. On the other hand, with these guards, as far as I'm aware, Mirren is supposed to be able to control them. And as long as it's a reasonable command, they will obey. So, the last thing Mirren wants is to be, like, trapped without any recourse of being able to, have private conversations.
If you plan on going out at night, I suggest you have, well, at least stay in the torchlight. It is dark out there.
Of course. Two ears to obey. For real. Eventually, my good servant will return. We will be set for a meeting.
Weren't you just despising meetings earlier?
I despise meetings that have no purpose. And I do trust, Guardsman, that anything you did here today while you were in this room, you will not share.
Yeah, of course. It's part of my job. Not exactly gonna go run off and tell the public, am I?
I would not expect you to. And in fact, would be quite shocked. But
I like my head on my shoulders, lad.
good to hear it. I'm sure we'll be able to work together quite nicely.
It's Rosenker, by the way. Sergeant Rosenker.
Well, Sergeant Rosenker, I look forward to a, long and fruitful relationship.
A cousin of mine was protecting you back in Ledford.
That's so.
And what was it?
Yes. He's your cousin then. Interesting.
It's something, you know. I don't know where he's off to, but probably gonna end the whole war, that lad. Looks like a brick.
Yes, he was quite a large lad. I do hope he's well wherever he is.
If we could have more like him, there wouldn't be a war. Wouldn't have to worry about this talk about fucking giving up to the Empire. Bastards.
I don't know what they're expecting. Giving up to the Empire. They either make you a slave or they kill you. There's no in between.
Maybe. But,
No.
well, at least humans, I suppose. They get a chance.
Humans get a chance at a life of servitude. People like us, are you not human?
No, I mean, like, because I'm a part of the army.
I see.
I probably wouldn't see the latter day.
Perhaps. Though military men are quite well trained and can carry things, they would make excellent laborers. Though they'd surely work you to death.
And they can plan, though. And then you start an uprising from the inside. I heard a few uprisings happening in the Empire, but not many. And I can't say many of them are successful.
None of them have been successful.
Maybe you escape with a few slaves or something, but other than that, it's not much to you. Gratitude to somebody, maybe. Good Samaritan, put on your chest, but other than that, it ain't much.
Trust me. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but living under the boot of the Empire is... it's horrible. What they do to cities.
Yeah.
Trap everyone inside, butcher them like cattle. Even those that don't resist. Lost a lot of people I consider to be good friends to the Empire.
Good friends. That's one way to put it. To you, it's more likely.
I'm sorry, come again, Sergeant?
I don't think it's much friends, more fear.
You think people fear me?
No, not you, I mean the Empire.
You must have misheard me. I said I lost friends to the Empire.
Oh, right. Apologies. Big bucket on my head, even though it keeps me alive sometimes, hard of hearing.
No worries. But it is part of the reason why I do everything that I do. Actually, it is the only reason anymore. To ensure that a city like Ledford, like a travesty like that, never has to happen again. I'll do everything in my power. No matter the costs. The Empire will be stopped.
Yeah, with speeches like that, we'll take them down with words in no time.
Speeches. No.
I appreciate the vigor, though.
It is not an empty gesture. I know that you do not understand what I am working on back here. I don't expect you to. But I will let you know. It is something that, well, let's not jump the gun. But if I'm successful, you might be able to
Excuse me, Sergeant.
turn the tide.
Guests are here.
Very good. Come on, Scholar, your guests are here. Come on, lad. Which one of you is here to meet Myrindal?
Well, perhaps
One of
another
you
time.
here to see Myrindal?
No, I'm just here with them.
Alright.
They were walked in.
Anything else I can do, or are you just gonna be loitering now?
Oh. They've been searched, Corporal?
It's settled. He's very busy in here. I thought
Not
there'd
yet,
be only
no.
like
I'd
one or
get
two
up in a
people
minute.
in
That's
the
actually-
entire town, it seems.
I'm just
Just need to make sure you
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
taking
no,
all
it's
your
pleasant
time.
honors. Made it out
She
as
I
well.
brought
do
back, although
apologize.
she wants to go out again.
You know what to do after he's done
That's what I was
searching them.
originally looking for. And if I'm honest,
Perhaps
it's gone for a bit.
You can go for a walk.
we'll see each other again very soon.
I don't think we had much in there, but need to check
It's
anyway.
that,
Hopefully when I'm not busy.
body language is not
Yes. Anyway,
as
have a good day.
expressive.
You'll have to forgive me. I'm having trouble hearing.
You're
They all
Guards,
good, Corporal?
bring these two up to the study.
I wanted silver a day to go back into the archives.
Can make it a silver a half for complaining.
Oh, yeah. Keep an eye on them, brother.
Well, the thing these stairs are not like deformed like they were like in Castle Edford, you know, it's like, oh, getting over those, it's like, oh.
Welcome.
Sorry. I wish I had more to say that other than, but, hi, Myrindal, like, former yeoman, I imagine? Oh, no, not like something else. Oops. Like hair is like, okay, that's like,
They made me a head scholar.
I see.
It is true then, the rumors. You made it out. You're alive.
Well, it's supposed not all of us find it out.
Who's not here?
Nicholas, he didn't make it out of the mines.
Kate?
Kate's made it through. Just don't know what he's doing nowadays. Oh,
Probably running around.
Out of Kyla and on.
they both made it through.
And Katrina?
Trina's dead,
Oh.
Myrindal.
I see. Forgive me.
What's dead is dead. There's nothing we can do about it.
It is good to see you alive anyway.
Oh,
I'm sure
good to see you all too.
I'm sure you have a lot of questions.
Oh, yeah, I like, wow. Wow. Yeah, like, maybe a few, considering, like, when we went through that.
You can,
But,
well, try not to talk about that specifically.
yeah, I'm sorry, it's a little, make things a little awkward, bringing that up. No, I'm sorry, like, I didn't mean to, like, bring that up specifically, but just, in regards to, like, the questions that we have, it's like, oh, like,
I understand.
I'm kind of curious about, like, that. Not saying,
I
like,
think out of all of them, I missed Maya the most.
oh, thank you. I missed you guys as well. And despite the circumstances, glad to see you're okay. Well, I mean, like, I shouldn't say it like that, but...
I know how this looks.
The outfit, it looks great. You did well, it's like, ooh,
mucus.
elegant.
Guards, would you mind watching the doors, please?
Oh,
Go on, Private.
And
Miss,
Scribe,
did you
if-
want to go find out and find some more? Is it?
Scribe, if we could have the room. Do as you wish. If you wish to stay here...
I'm doing all the work I'm supposed to do.
I could go find others.
Very
I don't
well.
want things getting interpreted.
Sure.
People saw us take those. People saw me take those two in here, and they're not out.
Of course.
Talk about a crazy mob. I'll be back.
Feel free to speak plainly.
And those boys, I'm gonna keep an eye on her. Make sure she's safe.
I'm sure you're wondering why I did what I did.
It-
Go ahead.
I'm guessing he wanted you to keep it a secret. You knew all along. When we went into those mines,
I did.
that was the plan.
It was. It was his plan anyway. But I had a plan of my own.
I'm guessing if you were to and just answer me this, were you forced to?
Forgrith is a persuasive man. He knows what to say to a person to get them to comply. It is one of his greater qualities. I hope you know that I was never planning on leaving anyone behind. And the fact that you're here before me means it must be true then. The Dryad. She got you out, didn't she?
Oh.
Knew it. I knew it. The gods.
Oh.
There is something that Forgrith miscalculated. Something I had to keep secret. Something I couldn't. I could not bring it up myself because he was always watching me. My every move. There were things that he knew that he had no business knowing, that was impossible for him to know, and yet he knew. One thing he failed to do, was estimate the Dryad's true potential. I probed him for this information, and yet he had none. But I knew if there was anyone that could get... There was any chance, after seeing what the Dryad could do, after seeing what she did, that she would be the one to get you out. I'm sorry I couldn't say it at the time, but I can never be sure when he is listening.
Well, for what it's worth, Myrindal. Even from when we were still at Ledford, I didn't know a lot because, I'm just like a kind of healthy farmer. Just like the emphasis on only kind of healthy. I'm sorry. But, my point is, I know that things are complicated. I mean, I've never even really spoken to a Fogworth before, so I'm sure you did what you had to, and that's alright, Myrindal. I forgive you. And
You're far too generous.
I'm glad you're okay.
But thank you. I appreciate you two coming to agree to meet. If you have any questions...
I just wanted to at least hear it from you. So if you were truly forced to do this, I cannot the others.
I know.
They'll just scoff at me.
I know. Breaks my heart, but... Poor Prithi. In so many words, when he realized that this and this would not be enough, he started to threaten to take away other things. As you
I
may
had
know.
my suspicions of him. I never really trusted him. But I was not going to let the people of Ledford. They provided me a home. Gave me a place to stay. It was something I could not leave.
Rest assured, ever since I have gotten here, I have been doing everything in my power to fight the Empire. I have been researching their weaknesses, studying that which we do not understand. Anything.
I can't work up the courage to approach them. Not drop like this.
I understand.
Look like a king.
If there is anything I can help you with, anything at all, is that the steel?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been drinking a little bit.
Not to be rude, but I'm surprised that she made it out.
Oh, wow.
Still drunk as ever.
There's someone else here.
I meant nothing by that.
I'll deal with it.
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to be light of spirit.
Yeah. First, I do. I kind of was. Well, I'm sure I'll have more to say about it, in the future. I kind of did abandon my duties today, so I gotta have to get back to that,
Of course.
As I said, it was nice to see you. Thank you. you for taking the time to speak to us and not going like, I'm not saying that like that's something you would do, but I'm like, oh,
No, I would
that's
never.
one possibility. Anyways, no, yeah, of course, like, no, like, I'm glad to know, you know, like, that's not. Anyways, yeah, have a good day.
Of course, and again, if you need anything, please do not hesitate to reach out. Any of you.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Take care. Sorry, just talking. Oh, I'm farming stuff to do here.
It's good to see them back.
Possibly. Some of them.
Are you holding up, Private?
Doing fine, and you?
Oh, very good. Got to stretch my legs.
Always good.
God.
Hate this poo dress.
Why? It looks good on you.
Another one coming around for a shift change.
It looks like a puppet.
We'll see.
It's staggered lately, but...
Oh.
Oh well.
Put my leathers on.
Not like we have great supplies and resources at the ready.
There is a time and a place you will have a chance.
They're all here, Mirren.
Good.
There's
Normally I wouldn't have allowed her to get so
people as well.
far.
No, it's fine.
How do you mean?
They look like they're blue.
Blue.
Didn't leave them unattended while I did so.
Markings on their bodies.
Yeah, I know.
And
You're
jutting.
doing your job and you're doing it.
Alright.
Honestly,
Wanna make
sharp
sure.
looking bleed.
I
Hanging out of
want
their
that,
arms on their head.
Oh, you mean the Tritons? Yes, I've seen a couple of them around. They are...
From up here if I'm not around.
They are a fairly uncommon species from the deep.
If not, they have to.
People who live in the ocean.
They're from underwater.
Yes.
Of course, unless it's a meat.
I can't swim very well. We might not get along.
I saw one in here earlier. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. Unfortunate.
Yes, that's the one I called a freak.
Why would you do that?
Because she ran into me. That's why.
Gods. You certainly know how to make friends.
Don't want to make friends here, Myrindal.
You'll have to. Well.
Seems like we won't.
And why is that?
Not new ones, at least.
Yes, well. New, old. We'll need both.
I don't know what to do now.
Well, hopefully, those two will...
So, Private, see anything interesting while you're out there? I saw some blue fish thing.
I ought to have told them if they wanted to talk to me. If they've met anyone that wanted to talk, they could bring them. Oh well. Still getting used to this.
Oh, you mean one like walking, talking?
Yeah, that. Yeah, no, I don't mean.
Oh, I've seen one of those. Yeah, I've seen one of those.
Oh,
I thought you meant something at the market.
Well, we can't spend all day in here.
I'll have to use that one now.
Do you want to leave?
That's a good joke.
Yeah.
Honestly, yes, but
Bloody
it's
spear on the back.
not exactly like I have the luxury at the moment, not with our current predicament.
Well, I guess they're letting anyone in these days then.
Guess so. Happens when you have refugees coming from all
Or
parts
do
of
as
the
you
world.
say, Myrindal, so you can call the shots. Walked around that place a few times. I've seen who I've seen.
Yes,
Some of them I
indeed.
just cannot walk up to like I am now.
I see.
You know, I think that other guard must be lost.
It won't go over well.
Must be.
I'll go have a look for him.
unfortunate.
I'll have
I
a
know
look
where they
for it.
work, though, I think.
I'll keep an eye
So
here.
that's,
Surgeon.
the surgeon's here. You said.
There is a surgeon.
Ah,
That's who you think.
I see. Come. We can spend some time outside. Guardsmen accompany us.
Of course.
It's quite beautiful out.
Guardsman, please, are my feet in the ground? Can you tell?
A little bit. A little bit more.
Oh,
A
maybe an
little
inch.
bit more. Yes, like an inch. That's good.
Another one. Oh.
Oh, no,
There
you were right.
Okay.
Excellent. I found this beautiful little nook. It's got some shade.
Cute. These are bodies.
Hmm. Guardsmen, do tell us if anyone crosses the corridor who's looking for us.
Of course.
We are so fucked. If Olga finds out.
About what?
Them.
No, we're not.
What do you think he's going to do?
Seravith, do you remember what Fulgrith said to me when we stepped through that thing?
No.
He said, Sergeant Rinwall, please protect Mirren. I'm sure he will need it in the coming days. He's prepared for this eventuality, as he always does.
So he knew.
I don't think he knew, but I think he was prepared to, well, he was preparing for the worst case scenario. At least in his mind.
I just wish we could walk up to them and go back to how it was.
I know. We might even get there, but it will take time. You will see Kate and Kyler again. Sure, they will be happy to see you too, once they understand.
That I'm not so sure about. I abandoned them both.
You had no choice.
I did have a choice. I just made the right one. Doesn't mean I like it.
As far as they know or are concerned. And let's be honest, you did not have a choice. What do you think Fulgrith would have done if you'd stayed behind?
I wouldn't have made it here, that's for sure.
Maybe it is different for me
A
for
lot
you.
worse off than I am now.
The state, did you see that they were in? They were dressed in rags.
They all are. Baylor doesn't even have a shirt.
And as strong as Baylor is, and as skilled as Arn is, and as cunning as Kyler is, and as brave as Cade is, none of them could have protected you, a slave, with nothing to her name if they can't even fend for themselves. So in reality, you did not have a choice. And I certainly did not. It might seem like it, but a lot more went into play with my decision.
I wish they had gone anywhere else but here.
It's going to be okay.
Until it's not.
What do you mean?
Kyler might... Say fuck off, don't ever speak to me again. Arn might lop my head off. Who knows what's going to happen?
You are protected by soldiers of our land. They could not lop your head off, even if they wanted to.
It's not the act, it's thought behind it. That's step. I don't care if they do it. I care that they have reason to and they want to. Especially Kyler.
I'm sure they will understand once we can talk to them.
I lied to him. He doesn't like liars.
What did you say to him?
He said keep close to me. Then I left him.
Nobody's come through asking for services, are they?
No. No one with gold or silver or copper.
I hate how we are now. I cannot leave this place without being watched like a fucking hawk. I hate it. The only time I get to go out is at night.
You know as well as I do how important appearances are. Especially considering these new circumstances.
Or you can just let me run off into the woods.
I could. But what good would that really serve you? You want a position where you can actually do something. You might be a servant in name, but
I am more trapped than I've ever been my entire life. I have no power. It's all the show.
then let us seize power. Let us build our own network.
I'll be in the scribe. It's just in there.
Aye.
If we don't, others will. Others that do not care for our friends' lives, others do not care for our land. You and I, we're not bonded by chance. At least I do not think so anymore. Consider it. You have your gift. I have mine. That which we do not understand brings us together.
It's not a gift. Mine isn't, at least.
No. It is a gift, Serevith. I have seen you rise, quite literally, from the dead. And you're going to tell me that is not a gift? Sure you do not know how to control it yet.
To die, my heart must stop beating. It was beating the whole time, Myrindal. I understand what you're saying. I'm just tired. Tired of pretending. A lady. Wearing this fucking dress every fucking day of my life. It's the worst material ever. These flowers, their stupid pollen, are getting into my eyes. Walls are too big. I can't see the trees. I can't feel the wind on my skin.
Well, perhaps then it is time we went on a walk. They will not come to us, we shall go to them.
Can't wait to get up in the streets and cause a gang fight. Let's go!
I will help you understand your gift and help you control it. Not sure how yet, but...
It's my gift for cooking.
Yes. Your gift for cooking.
Like a mean green bean salad.
You're making me hungry just thinking about it. Is it? I should like to poke around just to get an idea of the area at least. Can't tell you the last time I actually left this archive. Would be nice, wouldn't it?
Got to be locked up in that fucking cellar room.
Perhaps I'll talk to someone about expanding. Gate to the castle is closed as always.
On this side, yeah.
That's so. Is it open on the other side? Of course. Lovely. I'll be heading back to the main area where we I guess you call that the courtyard? Yes, I'll be heading back to the courtyard. Meet me there when you're situated. Right.
Left down the road is where they are. right here at the stone building.
Hello again, Wolvaya.
Doors open it.
Do you know where a good place to grab a drink is?
I believe it'd probably be the tavern.
Do you know where?
Yes. It's usually where I go.
I can take you there, Master Scribe.
Very good. Well, I will not take too much more of your time. Wolvaya, if you see anyone else, if you see any of our other friends, and they want to talk, please let them know they can come and see me anytime.
Like I said, I can try to tell them, but I don't know if they'll come.
I understand. Thank you anyway.
I mostly just sort of.
Was someone else?
Yeah. I like to be a scribe, but my work at the bank at the minute.
It's fine.
Different people.
Halt.
Not the same.
Not about the past.
I mean, recently I feel like there's a knife that's gonna get.
Well.
At any point. Jesus fucking Christ! I got told everyone hates you.
Yes.
What did you do?
A long story. How have you been faring?
5 months going by, surviving and having an alright time. It's been going alright.
I see.
Those nobles they spoke of.
As your
Got told you guys went through some magical gateway or something like that.
That's preposterous.
Somehow survived.
What the hell are you talking about?
Something with sparkly lights and all that. Other people called it a hobbit hole gateway.
Fuck's sake.
Sounds
You meant
like.
to tell me if you're gonna walk off.
Sounds like someone's pulling your leg.
He looks about the fuck's sake.
Is your I meant to ask
a lot of
you.
people were saying the same story.
Is your sword still for hire?
You know, in fact, for punishment, you get the fuck back to the scribe.
Yeah, it actually is. It always is.
Fantastic.
Not had work recently. I've been more of a pit fire.
I see.
What do you need it for?
Oh,
Protection?
just in general, I was thinking. Honestly, I need people to do work for me. There's just so much ground I can cover in a day. Listen, later when you're not busy, do you know where the archives are?
Is that also where the scribery is? Because I heard it's all the way somewhere down that way.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I have maybe a good idea. If there's a sign outside, I'll find it.
Well, if you are free, then go ahead and meet me there, and I will fill you in on the details. But for now, I'm going to have to get a drink.
Here, actually. I'm not a complete scumbag. Last time you paid me, there's the money back. I never protected you that night. Only seems fair.
I appreciate that. Honesty will get you far. Now, I will leave you to your business. I look forward to speaking to you again.
You too, man.
Welcome. Do you need any food or some ale?
A drink if you want.
Probably going to have a drink. I'm alright.
Of course, what kind of thing?
That is head scholar. If you've forgotten.
Sorry.
I'll just take a glass of fine wine, if you would.
A glass of fine wine. Yes, 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 yes. All right.
I was going
So
to give you the
you'll be able to
offer
keep
to
this.
sit down private, but you disappointed me.
And the whole thing of good wine is about.
Alright, I'm on
So
duty.
you keep your ass on that wall.
It's about 2 silver 50.
I only wanted the glass.
Oh, the glass. That would be about. About 40 copper. For the
Very well. There you are.
Of course. And your name, sir?
Myrindal Thesalor.
It is fantastic to meet you. I am Chrysos Melpomni. I am the cook of this tavern. My boss has stepped out at the moment.
Very well. Your name again, one more time for me.
Of course. Christos.
Christos, I see. Very good to meet you, Christos. I am Myrindal Thesalor, head scholar of Adwick.
Oh, a head scholar. Oh,
yes, and...
It's fantastic to meet you, Myrindal.
Of course. I look forward to trying your fine wine, and, well, if I like it, hopefully, I'll be back.
Yes, absolutely. We only provide the best here.
Of course. Thank you, Christoph.
And you need anything else, I provide some of the best food as well.
Excellent, thank you. Well, this place seems a bit empty.
It was quite the rage.
Hmm.
It's past eating time anyway. They'll be back for dinner.
Of course. It honestly probably wasn't the best place to meet them anyway.
No.
Something troubling you?
Probably the fact all of our dead friends are alive again. What
That
Bakir
should
said-
bring you joy, should it not?
What Bakir said is a little upset, I guess.
It's understandable. They don't understand.
Hopefully they will before they decide to chop our heads off.
They can certainly try. I don't think they'll get very far, though.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes. My good sir, what do you want?
I heard mead was 15 copper.
Indeed.
Right, that's my last 15 in this bag here.
Would you like a drink? You seem like you need one.
Not tonight.
And by the way, our cheapest meal of food is also 15 copper as well.
Okay.
I might have something with my dinner.
For later,
See.
yes.
My stomach's flipped at the moment.
I see. Are you sure? It's quite good.
Some fresh mead from the brewer.
Maybe it's good to
Thank
don't like
you,
girly
much
drink
appreciated.
like
I'll
wine.
take Taylor.
Girly. Kings drink wine.
Right.
Queens.
Kings are very
Lords.
Of course.
Very well. And what is a manly drink?
Quite girly yourself.
Watch your tongue now. Is that right?
Yes, that seems appropriate.
I don't know, you tell me. Not a man.
Let's see.
Like a patriarch, I'm not a man.
Yes, right here is good.
Oh,
Miserable creatures.
Alright.
you're not wrong.
What's your first question?
There's no carrots at the moment.
They live thousands of
Such a
years
shame.
now, and
Such a
might as
shame.
well have figured out men after 70 something.
I certainly would have hoped I had done the same.
Good stuff.
What, learned about men?
What do we do
that?
for survival? We're strong.
Learned about the way that they operate.
Introduce yourself, sir.
We
Learn what
build
makes them
everything
tick.
Stronger. We wean out the weak. We win.
Simple, really.
How's your rest?
Food, good enough.
Much better, much better.
And then genitals.
Did you want more
Quite simple
questions?
creatures, really.
That's all it comes down to, eh?
It's annoying.
No, I can at least take one. I can at
But
least
yes, all
take
the meat is settled.
before
In
I handle a little bit of pain.
Alright.
Regret this. I'm gonna fucking regret this.
Everything is all ready to go for lunch.
Taking it to go.
Alright.
Thank you for the wine.
That's good.
Of course, Myrindal.
Bit nervous.
Question.
Yes, a bit nervous. So give me a
I'm
minute.
gonna
Give me
trip
a
over
second
myself
to
in
think.
this fucking thing.
Other than obviously in hunt and
You really must stop complaining about it.
is it true that beyond
I hate it so much.
But it looks so good
Ugliest
on you.
fucking dress I've ever seen in my life. I hate it. I don't care if I look good in. I would look good in a fucking potato sack smeared with horse shit.
Quite confident.
Doesn't mean I want to wear it.
It was only
Confidence, it's reality. Mirren, look at me.
I really am.
Hmm.
I'm trying.
Oh,
Well, perhaps we'll get you a different dress, one that complements your complexion, eh?
I don't want to wear a fucking dress.
Then something else more suiting, perhaps.
Bloody crossbow back.
Shall we explore? Good day.
Sure.
The scribe, correct?
No, that would be the dwarf fellow.
They me and they get bring it on too.
Yes. I am the head scholar of Adwick.
Ah, I see.
If you need any scriberly pursuits done for you, do seek out the dwarf. He should be in his workspace, though I cannot say.
I see.
Look at the little kitten.
He went in to see the fucking coins.
Copper, get back here!
Strange.
But when I run, it sounds like a fucking mess.
Like the tannery here?
Drink fucking time. Seems like it.
Actually, might be able to get you some binds to wrap around those chains, make them less noisy. Something to look into, at least.
If you do find his little grey and black spotted cat, if you ever do find him and he does seem a little bit of pain, just gently push on his stomach.
What is this shop here? Taylor?
Perhaps they're out.
You don't think Vestille would be operating here, do you? I did see her earlier.
She could be. She was drunk.
No response. It's good to see she's at least living in good spirits.
I kind of not see her living, but that's just me.
I see Arn and Kyla at the gate. Ah. Baylor. I'd like to talk to you.
Before I turn around, this is the voice who I think you are.
Yes.
I hope you have guards.
I only want to talk. Guardsmen, please, lower your weapons.
Go away.
Okay.
What is it?
There's no nurse around here.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Anyone? Ah, shit.
Surgeon.
Alright. I'll find her. Okay.
Eloy, I understand that, how this looks. It's, all I'll ask is that you come to the archive and hear me out.
Don't feel safe on the streets?
It's not that I don't feel safe, but...
Or is it something else, Myrindal? Was I not supposed to survive like that? Is this you trying to lure me into an area?
No, no.
To my doom?
I always planned...
How do I know?
...for you to escape. Love you.
Told us, Myrindal. Said you knew none of us were going to make it out of there to begin with. The only reason we made it out of there was because something out of this world happened. Yes.
I know.
A chance she took at the cost of her almost very life.
It was always that way.
Always that way.
There was one thing
I'm not
that's...
going to come to you, new scribery. You can talk to me here.
Then I will talk to you here.
Everyone, where I won't be backstabbed.
I'll not backstab you.
It turns out I was not drunk when I saw him. Or, you know what I mean. Oh, but what did you want to speak about?
Nothing. I just didn't want to talk to you when you were
Make
drunk.
it fast. I'm looking for people, Myrindal.
I'm not drunk.
Fine.
I'm a little busy, Bastille.
Guardsman, could you give us just a little bit of space?
I don't think you can ask for more space than the fucking outside space.
You know what I mean?
For his own safety, Guardsman, I suggest you stay around.
Fine. But I will speak plainly. When I was yeoman, I'm sure you knew I dealt with the advisor quite a lot. He's the one that did this to me. And this proxy and courtesy of our good royal guard captain who is no longer with us. I did not get these scars by obeying orders. And I learned a hard lesson from that. But there is something that he knew that he could not take from me. Not with violence. Not directed towards me anyway. He started to take other means to try and control me. And the things that he knew. Baylor, he had no business knowing them, and The one thing that I feared was him discovering how our mutual friend, the Dryad, could be instrumental. It is something that he miscalculated. So I do not think that he intended any of you to make it out, but I knew that if anyone could get you out, it would be the Dryad. I could not speak these ideas aloud. I was afraid he would hear, and afraid that others would be hurt because of what I told people.
Well, he can hear you now.
Doesn't matter now. You're all out.
Yes, it doesn't matter now. Look at you. Fairly well off. Guessing you're still the scribe.
No.
Scribe to the keep.
I'm a...
Sarah, I did not expect this, but I know you didn't mean it as much as he.
Don't understand.
You were probably left on a loop for a while, I'm guessing.
Dragged along Baylor. Once we found out what was happening.
Yes. And all of us were dragged to the rocks and crevices.
Did you expect me
that
to
we were almost buried under.
Even if you had stayed above,
would have been nice. Honesty.
You would not have come to the
cave. Listening to
would not have.
saying
If I had told you anything, you would not have come to the caves. The Dryad could not get you out. Because it is a complicated thing, Baylor.
Yes, it is. Very complicated, but you chose your side. Here we are. We survived, you survived.
Chose no
From
side.
a neutral standpoint, that would be seen as equals. That would be seen as, well, you did what you had to do.
Baylor.
Bygones be bygones.
If I had even decided to stay behind, and I had considered it, I would not have been allowed to leave. And even if I did make it out, I would not be allowed to continue being here. In any capacity.
Know this, Myrindal. The next time a situation arises, we're all told to blindly follow you. I will be the first to rise up against you. I will be the first to advise other people against trusting your word.
Baylor.
I'm not going to assist you. You've broken that trust already with far too many others. How could you possibly think I would keep that trust with you?
I'm not asking you to trust, I just want some people to understand.
All we understand is that we were left. We survived. And now you're well off, better than the rest of us. We're not jealous. Many of us are just angry.
I did not
things that
do
happened
it
the way they did.
I understand. I did not do it for self-gain.
Yes, you did it for Fulgrith.
No, I didn't do it for Fulgrith. I did it because if I didn't...
Don't let him hear you say that.
I didn't. I did it to help fight the Empire, to do anything that I could. Because in this position, I can actually do something. I can actually help. I have funds.
Funds?
I can... There is a certain level of influence that comes with being a head scholar. A certain amount of access to the Crown's resources.
Go on, I want to hear it.
What I am saying is... Well, I know you do not trust me, and you have no reason to from your point of view. I understand that. This.
Much every single time.
You're about to.
I mean,
There's no raving sound.
I cannot think when these other people are next to us.
My name is Ida Fedorfa.
That's just this steel being in eavesdropper.
I'm not.
Gets near again, just tell the girls to tell her to fuck off unless you're too scared to stand with me alone.
I'm never alone, as you can see. What I am saying is I have abilities to help other than just being a proverbial scapegoat now. I understand that what I did seems like a violation of trust. But with everything at play,
it is, Myrindal.
I'm not trying to be sneaky.
Bastille, fuck off.
It's alright if she wants to listen, that's fine. She was there too.
That's racism, Bastille.
It's not racism. I don't know his name or its name. Their name. That name.
Come here. Introduce yourself.
Keep her away.
Or not. Now you go that way.
Can I listen?
I heard word. You are the scribe, yes?
No, I am not the scribe.
Everyone's getting it wrong.
Ah, then I must be mistaken. Do you know who is?
Well,
He's a dwarf. His name is escaping me.
No.
Ah, someone told me you were them.
I was a scribe once upon a time.
The dwarves are the small ones, yes, with beards.
Indeed.
Ah. And
He should
what did you
be
say he looked
located at
like,
the. He's a short man. He wears a hood and a mask. He should be in his work area.
Ah.
You'll excuse me. I am having a conversation.
Disgruntled little creatures. Nah, no matter. I'll let you continue.
Baylor, I've seen the Dryad do things. There was no doubt in my mind that if anyone could get you out, it would be her. I was not leaving you with nothing. I was protecting that information from people who might try to intervene. I don't expect you to trust my word. But I just wanted to make my case. Just wanted to let you know from my side.
Yeah. And for you, Servith, God, I expected better. Myrindal, really? Trusting him? Above all the rest that have kept you safe, had your backs, you our flanks.
Do you have any idea what kind of creature I am, Baylor? Does it matter?
Yes, you're a drop.
Like? It matters if I'm going to survive or not.
Don't be hard on her. She did not have a choice in the matter.
I had less of a fucking choice than him. As you can see, it doesn't matter what I say. I'm fucking chained. By Cade, by Fulbrith, by Myrindal. I get thrown around like luggage. I'm tired of fighting it.
For all time. I'm done talking. I have to look for people.
Who?
If you're gonna talk to others that came from Medford, do it with more guards. There are some that are more rash.
Made it. It's good to see you alive.
I'd say the same, but you make me carry a really ridiculous staircase to the most ridiculous place I've ever lived.
I apologize for that. And I thank you for your hard work.
I mean, thanks for giving me back the work at graveyard. Or at least thanks to people. Well, not let. Well, we were. Now we are here. Thanks to Gabas, I guess. So, I see they like to give clothes to people that are near long-haired men.
Well, it's certainly been something, that's for sure. Closer now, I'm still just Myrindal.
But you know Jarlman anymore?
No.
You're back to scribe.
No, I am now the... well, I'm now a head scholar of Adwick. Hence the fine attire. It is expected of me.
Okay. You do fine, I guess. I'm sure you also.
Of
Have
course.
you seen a shovel carried away?
I have not. Sorry to say.
Okay. That's property of Adwick. Looking for it.
Say again.
I'm looking for shovel. It's property of Adwick.
I will let you know if I see one.
Okay. I shall keep a watch.
Oh, Dombe, I must be going on my way. Do take care. This is going to be much harder than I thought.
Could have told you that.
It was a lot harder talking to them in person. I ran it over in my head 1,000 times, but... it's a lot harder.
You have someone like Baylor going at you.
Just the weight of it all came down at once, I suppose.
You're right. It's going to take time.
Indeed.
You're looking for a way in, sir. It's the website.
I just like to get an idea of my surroundings. Just wanted to see if it cut all the way through or not, or if it was backed up to the wall. I have no real wish to enter the Church of Mithrax at this time, but I suppose it couldn't hurt to poke our heads in.
Sinner insight.
Fantastic. Leo, thanks for the raid. Holy shit, brah. Wow, hey guys. Thanks for the raid, Leo. Wow, welcome raiders. Welcome to the RP. Did you guys enjoy Leo's POV? Welcome.
Something catch your eye, miss?
Oh no, just taking a break from work.
Oh well. By your business then.
May Gavanna know though.
Pleasure to meet you. My name is Myrindal. I am one of the head scribes, head scholars of Adwick. I don't think I've seen you around before.
No. Pleased to see one of us in such a position.
Indeed.
He eneth nin Lithal.
Ah, there's
My
no
name
need
is
for
Lethal.
Well, Lethal, it is a pleasure to meet you. And what do you do around here?
Oh, I'm the bower.
Ah,
Make all the fine bows that you see here.
lovely.
And if you see one that is not fine, it is not made by my hand.
Very well. If I have need for a... actually, do you make crossbows at all?
No, I do not.
I see. Very well. Well, I will not
You
keep
might have
you...
to ask a human or a dwarf for such a thing.
I see. Understandable. Keeping the heart of the craft alive. I can respect that.
I'm glad you can. I would expect nothing less.
Now, you'll have to forgive me because I am terrible with names. Can you please repeat your...
Lethal.
Lethal? Right. Lethal. I apologize. There's so many faces I see in a day.
Again?
Myrindal.
Myrindal.
Yes.
I see.
Well, Lethal, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I will let you get back to your resting. I don't mean to impose too much more of your time.
Of course. I'm sure over the years we'll see each other again.
Of course.
As all the other faces change.
Indeed. Do take care.
No there, Myrindal.
You a witch?
Drow magic. Drow magic.
Come along.
Oh, I've heard about them drow magics.
I just
Something
performed a
impressive,
spell
I
just
hear.
now.
I'm sure you
really?
did.
What'd you do? Did you hypnotize my god?
No, I actually made Myrindal turn around and walk towards me.
Can you keep that up, please?
Oh, I have been.
I know a few women that have that effect on men.
Watch, Myrindal, stop.
Sorry, who's the servant here?
He's learning.
Myrindal,
He's
stop.
learning. Oh, he did it.
He stopped.
I swear. You're incorrigible.
I don't know what that word means.
Well, I'll drill it into your head eventually. You're lost. We're headed back to the, well, we're headed towards the scribery currently.
These tavern owners, Dryad, Fae. Every now and then I'll...
Oh, that's weird. They're moving a prisoner.
Every now and then I'll casually just not take the coin
Nope.
and invest it.
Nope, 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 nope. Well,
Told you.
yes.
Told you. We should go talk to him. Now, before he finds us first.
All right.
I think we know what that is.
There are some that,
Too much use of poor
But if you ever want to have a good time at tavern, we'll always accept.
Understood.
Oh, Myrindal, it's nice to see you again. I just led this warforge down here.
Hmm.
You need to see the scribery.
Of course.
But I'll leave you to it.
Hello, Tang.
Myrindal.
I'd like to speak to you if you have a moment.
It's been some time.
It has.
Hello, Tang.
Speak away if you wish.
I've been having the same conversation all day. Right.
I'm certain you have.
Stay private.
Understood.
Well, Tang, I'll just cut to the chase. I understand the way it looked when I did what I did. There is not really, apologies, one moment. There were things that I could not tell all of you. Is that alright with you, Tang?
I'm not exactly sure what was said. Is what alright?
To go inside and have a seat.
Of course, I was trying to get inside anyway.
Very good.
This was
unexpected?
Secondary.
Secondary, I see.
It's kind, so you know, pretty decent opportunity there, I think. Learn more about them yourself as well.
Come upstairs, won't you?
If he's got the silver, then...
Oh, there he
got
is.
the silver. Yeah, speak of the devil, he appear.
Oh, he got in by himself.
I take it he's given the silver.
I'm just talking to him for a moment. If you have business with him, you can conduct it after.
Alright. You gonna kick me out of the scribery again?
It is fine. As I was saying, there are things I could not tell you all. Considering how closely I was being watched. So now, with how busy our mutual acquaintance is, that's not much of a concern anymore. And so I wanted to set the record straight. To anyone that was willing to listen, at least. Tang, I know I did some...
I'm sure you've been doing that quite a bit today.
I have. It's been quite taxing. But... I know I've done foolish things. In the pursuit of knowledge. Reckless even. But... the mines... Olgrith wasn't threatening my life anymore for not listening. He was threatening to take others if I did not comply. Had to keep
if you
things...
find it a bit ironic. But whose lives was he threatening?
Those that I care about. those around me, those I had sworn that I would protect, and does not matter in the end because I failed them. But I want you to know, I did not leave you down there with nothing. You escaped, did you not?
We may have.
May have.
But you did leave us down there with relatively nothing.
Knew you would.
Tang, there was one thing that Fulgrith underestimated in his calculations. The Dryad. I have seen her do things. Remarkable things. She... Godsman, would you give us a moment? She brought Avon back, in a sense, as some sort of protector, as some sort of guardian of her grove, and she enabled me to at least see him one more time before he had to fulfill a duty. I'm sure she did not exactly... She was not forthright with how she got you out.
Not exactly. But it wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't.
In any sense of the word.
A lot of sacrifice had to be made on her part and on... She needed a catalyst, I'm sure.
I don't know what she did.
In order to activate the way gates...
I don't think they would even want me to tell you anyway.
No, they don't need to tell me. I have a pretty good idea. I've been studying magic ever since I got out, that I can get my hands on. Which isn't much. But I've put together a theory, that which has been already verified through other sources as well. To use magic, you need conduit. She would have had to have one, something powerful. Her grove. But it was rendered lifeless after the Ent invasion. With Eowyn being buried in the soil of her grove, and the ritual she did, she was able to... She turned him into one of those protectors. With their powers, combining them. I knew it was a great source of magic. I knew that's what you would need, and I knew there was not enough down there for any of you. And if I had said that, if I had said, there's not enough for everyone, not all of you can go, then none of you would have gone. And then we would have all died in Ledford anyway. If I had told you that maybe the Dryad... But some made it, which is better than nothing. And if I had told you that the Dryad could help you in some way, Fulgrith would have seized that to make sure he and more of his royal soldiers got out. People that were useful to him, not you. So I kept my mouth shut.
So, you kept your mouth shut. You took only the handful that you did to protect us, so that he would take us down as cannon fodder. And then you could walk through with the Royal Guard, with the Lord, with him.
It's not...
Everyone just walks through, and you've been having such a nice life.
No,
here,
I have not been having a nice life.
studying magic. Really? What hardships have you undergone?
My fate is sealed. I understand you've all had it far rougher than I, at least in terms of living in terms of a place to stay, clothes, food.
That is an understatement.
But if I had stayed behind, saying there is knowledge that I have that Bolgrith would have had me killed even if I did make it out. I had to feign some sort of loyalty, or... The only reason I did any of this was because I wanted to be in a position where I can actually help people instead of just...
We're stuck now. Literally. Chained.
I noticed.
We took the flak off of your backs so that you could go under the radar and still be alive here.
You are the only ones outside of Fulgrith, and I, and Servith, that know about the archways.
Seems you may have another visitor.
You can do things with that information. You're all good people, I know it. I've seen it.
Go ahead.
Don't want magic.
I don't think you've noticed.
There was someone
But we can't exactly do much.
earlier. He came in, was wanting to.
Not at the moment.
If it's been said once, it's been said too many times that we are peasants.
The actual words.
I've been seen as a tool.
No, sir,
I know.
Other people have been seen as less.
Business and they don't pay what they need to pay. Then
I know.
you have to kick 'em out. Especially now, lad them up these days.
But I've seen you all do great things, regardless of status.
Keep an eye out for there's this big mountain man called
And
Baylor. As well as a man in a blue tunic.
And with my current status, I can at least afford you some sort of, I don't know,
Yeah, that one.
comfort.
Bird told me you wanted to read books.
Him and
Is that right?
There's a man walking around with a blue tunic, bit of facial hair, grey.
They've been trying.
The blacksmith.
That's the one.
Wasn't much information about it in Ledford. I thought there might be some here.
Take a look around.
You'd like, Tang. I could teach you.
Don't let them near our lad at all, or the girl.
Of course,
I've had to learn a bit since we came here.
You that private?
I already know a few things. And I know that you know a lot more. And I'm sure you've learned some just by being here.
Keep an eye on them.
Understood.
Yes.
And I understand what you're telling me. What you did.
As well as
What needed to happen. Who's to blame? And I'm sure you've said the same thing to several other people as you've seen them.
We're not blame shifting.
Good man.
Just telling the truth. It is our fault. But it was purposely that way, so
Maybe
it's
after.
the least amount of
Once our shifts change out, we might
Death.
be able to go out for a drink, lads.
but still seem to
Sure,
fail.
they'll use one.
Well, if it's alright with you,
Can't say
Song,
no to
first
that.
round's on me. After all the men I taxed at the front gate.
I'll keep that in mind,
I
lad.
couldn't tell you
Keep that in
anything.
mind.
Once the words are spoken, Olgrith knows. Even if you're
And what's
alone
to
in the
stopping him
rooms
from
with
knowing
me,
now?
Because now he is busy.
it's not here.
Now he's turned his attention to things bigger than this. Bigger than us.
We've tested this.
And for your information... We have, yes. And for your information, he goes by... apparently. Rumor has it. He is now Lord Fulgrith.
Oh, I'm sure. I assumed something like that happened. After all, I'm guessing that the prince is now king.
Yes.
Funny enough that you said
And
that.
do not get me wrong. I do congratulate the prince's coronation.
You know, earlier. Accent was in my throat.
But
It's odd, but ew.
it is hard not to take action. I will not. It is not in my nature. But I cannot say the same for everyone, even people in Adwick. Things are not great.
I know.
I'm glad to see you still in one piece, though. Regardless.
That is the one thing that I am consistent in.
Did Cade make it out? Do you know? Have you seen it?
I believe that's something you should find out for yourself. Unlike you, I'm sure that you still hold everyone who you left behind in your heart somewhere. Maybe, even just a little bit. But I can assure you, not everyone is as tempered as I am.
I know.
I'm sure you've already seen a few. And they're...
To stop us.
Baylor told me I needed more guards.
I'd rather them
Well-
strike and get it over with, to be honest. Hopefully they don't miss.
Trust me. If you've known them, as I'm sure that we have, they're not idiots. Most. Everybody's a little bit stupid.
Yes, well...
Whatever plan you have, whatever idea is running around in your head, because I know you have one. And I'm sure you've told people. Even me. At least a little bit. In that spiel. That long-winded conversation there.
I know. As much as I'm one for words, I can't quite formulate them the way I want sometimes. Most of the time.
You tend to shoulder the burden a little bit. Still are, apparently. As chained as you are, you still made a choice. Those choices have consequences. Me? I would definitely take those actions. But I won't. Because I know that you have an idea. Just hope that that idea doesn't get someone blown up. After all, you know more. Seen more. You've gotten close. Just make sure not to get anyone else hurt.
Tang, I won't... I'm not going to pull anything like this again. It's...
Oh, I sure hope you don't.
I know, it's... not the way I wanted it to turn out. There's so much I want to say, but... I will give you an idea of...
Here tomorrow.
That's true. I'll give you an idea of my idea, at least. In my position, I have access to a modicum of the budget of the crown and a modicum of influence. I'm planning to take out the Empire no matter what it takes. I know that sounds like a far-fetched dream, but it's what I've been doing for this last 5 months.
You've been scheming to take out the Empire.
Yes.
Both of you?
Shit about their politics.
She
Water and ale, food, and fight their asses.
She did not have a choice in the matter. It was stay behind, and even if you did get out, life for a slave with a master that has no way of providing for her. I've seen what...
And I'm sure if she made it out, she would have been killed. If she didn't go with you.
You've listened to him.
Right.
Correct.
Right, I'm heading back to the barracks. I need to sort a few things out. So, in the meantime, both of you take care.
But because of this...
Threat. Myrindal and Sarvith to go through the port.
Don't let me down, boys.
Yes.
Wouldn't dream of it, sir.
I think if we had tried to mess it up, we all would have died.
Oh, that is without question. I saw what happened with the other one. This one was equally as bad. No one's plans would have gone to fruition. Or worked out.
Right. And so it was, don't go through the portal. And, well, I'm not going to hop on it any further, you know. But at least now I'm in a position where I can actually start helping people instead of just sitting idly by while I watch other people with their own self-interests do whatever they want.
I certainly hope that you will help who needs to be helped.
Of course.
I'm not sure how often you've gone into town, or how often you've seen camps outside. The people you left. Besides today, of course. I've been hearing a lot of chatter about wandering through the lower town. A couple of guards. But if you wish to give this idea of taking down the Empire, I think you should give a little bit more than, we're going to take down the Empire. Sorry for leaving you behind. Oh, by the way, I've been researching magic. Sounds a bit crazy.
Fair enough. The first step... Well... At the very least... I could perhaps offer some work to people who need it. For now, anyway. No, it's not much, but... start somewhere. And I really would like to rebuild the... like to at least try to rebuild the trust that was lost.
Well, I can tell you one thing for certain. It will take time. It will take a lot of work. I can assure you. Even before we came here, I wanted to punch you in the head. Little bit. 5 months of thinking. Nothing but stone, darkness, and a lot of me time. I've been thinking of a few things. Few interesting things. And I will not lie, you crossed my mind a few times. And then swiftly left with a punch.
I see.
But if you really want to rebuild the trust, that was at least how I can feel that the others have seen it tossed aside when you walk through. I would definitely keep yourself on edge, but try to help from a distance before helping up close.
That's sound advice.
I will be visiting the scribery if you do have any information that I'm looking for.
I would be happy to help.
I would appreciate it. And I see that you're no longer a lone scribe. I'm guessing you've been given a bit more than a few books this time.
Indeed. The role of a head scholar comes with its, I suppose, perks.
Well, congratulations on your new role.
You know what I mean. Feel free to come by anytime.
I am aware. I thank you for your hospitality. Just try not to anger anyone.
Easier said than done.
From what I can see, there's a lot more in Adwick than just people you left behind.
Very true.
Well, if you think this plan really will work, if you actually do have one, and you're not just pulling on my leg, I hope it does work. The last thing I want is for everyone to be up in arms about all the people that just came through. There's already Adwick at full capacity. People being shoved out of the walls because we have no room inside. No business, no work, no nothing. So whatever you have in mind, I would get it done.
Of course. Thank you for hearing me out and not punching me in the face.
I'm still considering it. I'm not going to do it unless good reason is given.
Not enough.
I suppose I will be seeing you around.
I look forward to it.
Just try not to cause anything by going along with your plan without telling anyone.
Of
After
course.
all, you know how well that went last time.
Well, now that I have a little more freedom, hopefully, well, not hopefully, it will be easier to communicate. As you can see, I can actually tell the gods to leave me alone for once.
Well, it happens. Standing at the edge, looking over it. Whatever's over there.
Well, Tang, you are free to see yourself out. I will not keep you any longer. Thank you for your time.
Perfect timing. I was about to tell you to show off. Got work to do. But before you go, I suppose I am obligated to tell you if you want to use the archive, it is a silver per day.
I'll put together the money for it.
Sure you will. Everyone says they will.
Zelvith, will you tend to me for a moment? It was exhausting. God.
Cold food, don't care.
That was much less of a disaster than I thought it would be, at least.
Fuck these trees.
You hear a knock at the door.
Come in.
The scribe wants to know if one of the books you've left out was supposed to go in the archive or not.
Which book? Bring him in.
He didn't. All right.
I'm sitting down too. This poofy ass dress.
Good lord.
This book that was left on my desk, you know of it?
No.
It was left there after you had one of your conversations with the short folk.
That's
Might have been the one I pulled off the shelf.
When you pulled off the shelf? I see. Well, what do you think of our current situation?
Tired. We could have done better just hiding from them and staying in here for the rest of our lives.
I'd rather not.
I'm gonna try to speak to Kyla tonight. Go out in a little bit, look for him, try to get him alone. Then I'm probably gonna turn in. Today's been rather much.
Right.
Not used to being back and forth swing, if you know what I mean. Body's catching up to me.
Yes.
This
I'm getting
cold
quite
set
tired
makes
as
my
well.
back hurt worse than anything. It squishes my tits down worse than I've ever fucking had them squished out by anything.
Feel free to change.
Out of this damn thing. I'm gonna check and see what time it is outside. Then I'll decide if I'm gonna change or not. Whoop. Can't even stand up in this damn. Rip it.
Too bad we don't have any chairs back here. Jesus Christ, chat. Fuck. No.
The sun is still out in full swing.
Strange.
Ugh.
Jeros. Thanks, Duff. Thanks for follow, Graham. Thanks for all the follows. Celtic Bandit, J. Crims, Stringent. Thanks so many follows today. Thank you all so much. What else do we got? Samael, Authorin, lovely poetry. Thank you all so much for the follows. Winter Flames. Thank you.
Dramatic sigh.
Dramatic sigh this, dramatic sigh that. I really haven't made much headway as far as magic goes. I'm sure you won't be surprised, but there's not exactly a lot of ancient lore lying around the archival records.
I haven't even looked around this place. I feel like I've been in a haze. fumbling around.
Yes. Well, we've set our piece to a number of people at least. Hopefully it disseminates. Whether or not people believe it, though, is another story. But at the very least, it might give them pause.
No one's killed us yet.
Indeed. Tang being the only one that I'm truly worried about, not killing me right off the bat, that's a good sign.
Just want to talk to Kyla.
I'm sure you do.
And I want to curl up in my bed and sleep. 'Cause I fucking hate it here. This is worse than Ledford.
It's all about perspective, dear Sarah. You might be in chains, but
Keep this shit up.
well, you're doing a fantastic job.
Shut up. I do not feel good at all. My head's like getting.
Perhaps you should take a nap until nightfall.
Possibly.
I may, in fact, call it a day myself. Lots to do.
It's understandable, to be honest. I'm fucking exhausted. I'm sure everyone else feels it too. Getting back into the full swing of things, it's hard after such a long time. Well, I'll keep my promise and go about the night. I'll let you know anything that happens in the morning.
Very well.
I guess I'll go get changed and start my walk. Maybe I'll find him early and I can turn in. Ugh.
Good luck, though he's probably glued to on.
I have my ways of getting that boy's attention.
Before you go, promise me that you'll be safe. Take care, Sarah.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Myrin. Get your beauty sleep.
Right. That girl. My plans did not include Ledford survivors. This could be quite advantageous. I can't say it's not good to see them. Focus, Myrin. Where's my tincture? Focus. They're using the waygates to travel. We've got the east. We know that the waygate in the northeastern quadrant is rendered unusable, but I don't know if they have a means to repair it. The one under Ledford is active. It leads here. But we have not yet seen any sign of the Empire's arrival. Why? Perhaps something happened to the way gate on Ledford's side. Maybe Fulgrith knows something I do not. Or, most likely, because he has the key and the Empire does not, they are not able to use it. But then that begs the question, why? Why was the Dryad able to help them escape? Is the key, the amulet an actual key, or is it a conduit like Eowyn's soul was a conduit? That's why you needed it, isn't it, Dryad? Myrindal. You need my best friend's soul. You thought I wouldn't figure it out. Medicine is kicking in. Much better. Now, the waygate under Ledford is operational. However, if the Empire had means to use it, they would be here already. Which means, either they do not have a steady supply of magic energy, or there is some prerequisite they are not meeting. If only I could figure it out. The waygate in Badaria is destroyed. You do not have to worry about that. According to Myrindal, doing that brought magic back to the world somehow. Or perhaps it simply released a large portion of mana into the atmosphere. Perhaps it is stored much like... something worth investigating. But I could get these damned tablets to activate. What do I need to make you work? I need to speak to Fulgrith. Need more information. Can I help anyone here? I've poked my nose around these books for 5 months. And yet here I am. Right where I started. All my messages that I've sent out, none have returned. Damn it. Need that damned book. If only I had that damned book. No matter. I'll check in with the scribe before I head to bed. Good, Guardsman. Has the scribe left?
I believe he has.
I see. Very well.
Would you like me to inform you when he is back?
Do so, though I may rest soon. We shall see.
With a 7,
Very well.
Myrindal, as you're saying that. The corner of your eye, you could have sworn you saw Awen go out the front door.
I'm sorry, I need to go on a walk. Do accompany me, please?
Will you need someone to accompany?
Of course.
Yes.
Looking around outside, you see nothing. Your head hurts a little bit, and you think maybe the stress is starting to get to you. Hallucinations stronger than ever.
You alright, Scholar?
I'm fine. I just think I need some more of my medicine, is all. Perhaps I did not take enough last.
You can smell it. Feel it on your skin. The putrid smell of the caves below, ancient as they were. The slime that coated the womb. The screams of Erlandi men as they were brought down by horrors from beneath. The many villagers that had followed you, soldiers, friends. Crushed corpses of those who had once called themselves friend to Myrindal Thesalor. The back of your neck burns. Your vision blurs. It's getting worse. Day by day, it gets worse.
God, I'm so sorry.
The feeling fades as the medicine takes effect. Slowly but surely, the effects fade.
It's better.
Looking out the window, you realize that evening has fallen. Soon it will be night.
Sarabeth will be out and about by now. Must find that guard. Guardsman.
Ah, Master Thesalor. I was about to inform you. You have a guest.
Excellent. Before I say to him, have you heard back from any of the messengers I sent out?
Fortunately, I have not.
Very well. Keep me informed if anyone returns from the outskirts.
Very well.
Come on up. Let us discuss business back here.
Seem to be doing pretty well for yourself. He's got a new job.
I have. It cost a lot of people a lot of things for me to be in this station. But it is a station where I can perhaps finally do some good.
Well, the job. What does he need?
Well, in general, when I'm out beyond these walls, when I leave the city, I am, well, not that I have left the city, but I do plan to do some errands, and I have found you to be discreet, at least, and reliable and trustworthy, as you showed me earlier. I'd like to see about hiring you in case of any, and keeping you on retainer in case of any, excursions I must take.
Alright.
Essentially, I would ask you to be discreet and not actively seem that you are protecting me, but to go with me when I must go out and protect me.
So, go where the guards can't go.
Exactly.
Alright. Seems good enough. Ain't got a problem with that.
Very good.
Already doing that today.
I would also ask that if I have any errands I need run, that you would do them for me. Errands that I can't
What
be
kind of errands?
doing
Fetching
myself.
paper or kind of things
Probably
you want?
not. Nothing specific at this moment in time. Just know that that would be on the table.
Alright. I mean, depending what it is and how hard it is, that determines the price, but, I mean, seems good enough.
For now, to have you on retainer, how much would that cost?
As in, we see. No, that word's kind of escaped my vocabulary. Never running me what exactly it is.
Retainer,
It's like,
essentially, I hire you, and you don't take mercenary work from anyone else, and then when I call upon you, you enact the jobs I have for you.
Alright, what about... Alright, because I got downtime. So... I mean... How about this? I'll be your retainer, but I mean, if you ain't got work for me at the time, I can do other jobs for other people, but yours comes priority. How does that sound?
Sounds agreeable.
Alright. Pricing though, I mean, if it was a simple bodyguard job, this is kind of on the go, and depending when you want to go outside, so... We'll go 25 copper if you're heading outside, need some guarding. But if it's any certain errands, I'll give you a price then. How's that sound?
Sure. 25 copper for going out, and then errands based on the difficulty of the task. We can talk about that, yes. I can also give you a daily stipend of perhaps 5 coppers or so. Just to
sounds good.
Retain the contract, so to speak.
Yeah, 5 copper a day, 25 if you go out, and roughly that or more if 25 or more if it's depending on the task. Sounds good by me.
Very good.
I agree by these terms.
Excellent.
Unless you got a contract you want me to sign.
I believe our handshake will serve just fine.
Good enough for me.
Here's your 5.
Alright.
No. Actually, why don't I pay you... I'll give you another 10. That's 15. For the next 3 days.
Sounds good by me. Alright.
Yes, that way you don't have to come by here every day.
You got me for the next... Fair enough. You got me for the next 3 days, mate. Is there anything else you need?
For now, no. But if you do need to get in contact with me, of course you can find any of these guardsmen.
Alright, that's good. Catch you around. It's good seeing you again.
Indeed.
Heard tales. Well, stories are from people of Ledford.
If you like my side
don't
of the
hold any-
story,
You know what? Now that you're offering, I'm now curious. So, I mean, I'd love to hear. Because what they told me was sacrifice and left for dead. But I mean, I figure every man's got their own opinion. So, tell me your story.
in a way, they are technically not wrong. But there is a certain way of things. It had to appear a certain way in order for them to get out. I had to shoulder a lot of that on myself.
Do you know how they got out?
Yes. I do.
Did you plan it?
I expected them to do so. Yes.
Well, I mean, hey. So you weren't sitting there thinking, you weren't going to leave them completely for dead. You at least had hope they get out.
No. There were forces that conspired against me at the time. I was closely watched. And if said forces got wind that the Dryad was capable of pursuing such feats, then they would have used the Dryad to get more of their own men out, rather than the people of Ledford who have bled and starved and died for their country and their homes. So yes, I had to keep my cards close to the chest. Breaks my heart. But
I mean, hey, it's good to hear. Continue, though.
that's mostly what there is to it.
Alright. You did what you had to.
I wanted to.
And the people still got out. So I guess it all worked out somewhat in a way better than, worst case scenario.
They do not see it that way.
They don't see my way either. Don't worry, I feel a dagger on my back constantly anyway.
They blame
I
you
mean,
for leaving when things got rough.
Calling me a coward, Baylor did. This is not speaking terms. I mean, but hey, I'm expecting a dagger in the back. A lot of the old people, though, seem to be kind of nice.
What were they expecting?
All it takes is just one unsatisfactory person to pull a dagger and stab it in my back, and then I'm done for. So I'm always keeping an eye on my back now because of everyone seems to be popping out of their woodwork from Watford.
Well, make no mistake. I do not hold you for blame for what you did, for escaping a siege when you knew it was coming. Any sane person would have done it.
There was no anti-siege equipment. It was doomed from the start.
Yes.
I didn't tell you where I came from, did I?
No.
Ireland's military. I used to be at their academy. I left it after, well, I was going through warfare tactics and training. A whole lot of bookwork that was. Scenarios, things. I mean, didn't take much to look at Ledford and go, there's no fucking way that's going to be holding. I tried to take who I could, and then the only person was the leather worker. He's, I forgot his name now, but I think it was Arvin, something like that, but he's probably having a good life.
I certainly hope so.
We split ways a bit while after.
I see.
Yeah,
You're not a fool. I would have left
came
if
to
I
Ledford for,
Go ahead.
I came to Ledford for a bit of fame and fortune. To build a story, if you will. See, being back in Ireland, the academies, it's like, you don't realize it, but you go through all that work, and you try your damn hardest, and your tactics, your skill, like the way you perceive the battle, is what could decide if it's a win or if it's a loss. or drawing it last another day. Fortunately, though, that would all at the end of the day either go to the Lord, the King, or the Captain. Wouldn't go to me, unless I earned that rank. But I wouldn't be able to earn that rank unless, of course, I was out there killing people on the battlefield and smited 100 foes or some shit. Because the only reason they won is not for how you think, how you perform.
To hear is to obey, as they say.
So I got a bit pissed one night, fucked around in the barracks with the lads, made myself very clear how I felt. We all had a nice big old family hug of fighting them with fists, and then I was promptly branded and chucked the fuck out. And it's gonna undo that. And they've branded me. So I'm no longer allowed to serve in Aralan's military, and that includes the militia.
Sorry to hear that, Vakir.
It's alright.
I
Only thing I want
certainly...
at the end of the day, when I grow old and die, or die fighting a foe, just one story.
Fair enough.
Maybe kids. It can become my story, who knows?
Well, I certainly don't blame you for not staying behind and dying for a country that...
In a backwater town that was cursed from the start.
Yes, for a country that isn't even allowing you to work in the military.
Drought.
It's absurd. It was insanity.
It was.
But it was a lot of people's homes. They lost everything.
I understand why they're angry that I left. But I mean, most of the time they called me a drunk. It's funny how they would care so much about a drunk that, oh, you had a sword, you're a fighter, could have stayed and fight. Didn't even recognize I was a fighter until I left.
They just do not understand. Not everyone wants to die, trapped in a hole. Just because who was that?
I mean, everyone that survived Ledford, other than me and the few others that left just because we willed it early. I mean, you guys all survived basically on a whim or whatever the hell you guys did.
They survived because of magic, something they all wanted to fight against, the one thing that I was actually trying to understand, trying to pursue. They hold me accountable for everything. But in the end, magic saved them.
You don't understand it? Or
I understand some. There's still much to learn. But it is real. I've seen it.
I don't have any way to... I can't dispute that it's not real. I mean, the fact that you're all here alive. There's no other way I can... I ain't seen the damn thing, but I can believe it just by what I thought would be dead is here. So... You know, sometime we'll get a drink. How does that sound?
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Alright, I'll catch you around. Been a pleasure.
Very good,
Very
Vakir.
informative.
Indeed.
At least hope for both sides.
Indeed, it was. I wish you the best of luck. Try not to catch any daggers.
Same to you. I think there's a lot more in your back than mine.
Right.
I'm sure your boys here got you covered. Ain't that right, lads?
Of course, sir.
Alright. Ta-ta.
Take care. What a day, eh?
Indeed.
Do either of you boys know if I can get in touch with Lord Fulgrith at all?
One moment.
Don't actually.
I can go check if you'd like.
No, that's fine. He's far too busy. I just mean if you know of a means of writing to him or anything like that. Or perhaps, at the end of the day, I'd like to send him a letter. Let's just put it that way.
Understood. I'll look into it.
Very good. I'd like to go for another evening stroll. Try and, introduce myself to more of the locals who don't already know me. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, with regards to the letter, I could certainly try to deliver it if you had one.
Perfect. At the end of the night, I'll send you away with one.
Understood.
I shall lock up for now. Everything all right?
Quite.
Can I help you with anything?
Anything I can do for you, sir? No. I was just, wishing I'll walk by. Giving you the space.
I see. Very well then, sir. Have a good night.
You as well.
Everything all right, ma'am?
Surprised you don't recognize me. You left me behind, along with the others. A pregnant woman left behind to die.
And yet here you
But
are.
I'm over it. Yeah, but I lost everyone. Everyone. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Right. No one's in. leather workers not in? I would imagine everyone's out doing something at this point. Or at their homes.
They turned in the night, sir.
Yes. I think I will do the same. Ah.
Copper. Thought you were holed up in the book room again.
I was for a time.
What are you researching all that time anyway?
Most of the time, Imperial formations or information about the terrain of our land, or different things like that.
Adwick, strange things in the books I see you looking at. Good luck with military formation.
Sergeant.
Right.
Megavenin.
You take care as well.
I'll take care while the sun is down and wait that the sun don't come back up.
Did not realize dwarves could be so averse to the sun. No one's home.
Suppose not.
I believe I will turn in for the night. Lots to do. You two take care. Don't work yourselves too hard.
Have a good night,
nice,
Master Thesalor.
Thank you. Until tomorrow. Damn it, it's broken. No, the scuff. The scuff.